Exciting times. The Wormery has arrived. Just starting to unpack it. So let's take a look at what we've got. So by the looks of the instructions, we have got the lid. We've got the drilled tray with tap hole. We've got the composting trays. Over here we've got the tap. We've got the coir block, the worm food, and the bag of worms, which I'm conscious is sealed, so I'm going to get that open straight away. So a bit of a change of scenery. Decided to put the wormery outside. We're just under the roof here. Thought it was a good place on top of some stones. Yeah. So basically, we've got the base there, which I've and then put another piece here with the hole. And you can see I've screwed in the corner there and there, so that's fixed. Now, Arthur, if you get that roof there, I'm going to put the roof on. So turn it, flip it over, and the hole at the front.
And the hole at what hole?
There's a hole at the front.
There's a hole.
There you go. That's it. That goes down, it goes down. You flip it over. That's it, because that's where the liquid is going to connect. So that goes in there. That's it. And then next step is we're going to fix on the tap, which is over there.
I'll get it.
Okay, so there we go. The tap is on.
On after it, like.
Is on. That's it. And then the next bit, grab that top section there. That top section there with the newspaper in. So I've already put in some newspaper. Keep it nice and flat so you don't mess the newspaper up. And now with the handles at the side, that's it. Put it inside that bit. There we go. That's right. So the instructions were to put a few layers of newspaper, which we've done.
Yes, Daddy, we're using the instructions, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I've read them all. And then the next step is this coir here, which I've actually put some soil on top, which is what the instructions say to do, because that helps to put in some beneficial bacteria. So that coir block from earlier on was just soaked in 3 litres of warm water, and it sucks it up pretty quick. So the next step is to sprinkle that mixed with the couple of handfuls of soil in here. Ooh. So there we go. That's all in there, nice and smooth and flat. The next thing is we're going to put in some newspaper, which I've already shredded. I've just torn up and then soaked, and then I've wrung out the water. So it says to put in roughly 2 inches of this newspaper, which I'm going to do now. Okay, there we go. So there's about 2 inches of wet shredded newspaper. I've just reread the instructions and realised that the newspaper shouldn't be in yet, so I'm going to take it out.
I'll get the worms.
Okay, so rewind a tiny bit, so there's no paper in there. Just the coir.
This is the worm bag.
That's the worm bag. So we're going to get those beauties open, so they're not in the bag any longer. We're going to place them on top of the coir. So
they're the worms.
Because we're geeks. There's the worms.
What do you mean we're geeks?
Geeks, well, it's worms. We're interested in worms and all the amazing things in soil life. So there they are. Let's get them happy in their new home. We'll pop them in here. Okay, there we go. So we've put in the worms, and then Arthur was just going to remind us about touching them.
Yeah, if we touch them, we can burn their skin. I think it's with our hand, with the oil on our hands. We can burn their skin. I learnt it at school.
Yeah, so we want to just leave them to it, but they look fairly vigorous, don't they? So the next thing now, Mister.
Very alive.
Just checking.
Yeah, and Daddy just moved a bit of soil
instructions.
And how?
Now we need to put a bit of food on, so bring the food over. So let me open it before it goes all over the floor.
And all over the camera.
Right, just get a handful, and then and then sprinkle a handful over. All over. Go on in, go again. That's it. All the way over, that's it. Nicely done.
Purple worms getting
That's
covered
perfect.
in it.
And then if you pick up the newspaper, let's pop the newspaper in the bucket, then just gently rest it on top. So we're going to do that. They're tucked in nicely for the night. Now, Arthur, just grab the lid and pop the lid on. So
Why do you have more?
this time, because we've got more, because each layer is going to fill up with food, and the worms will move to new layers. Yeah.
Aren't you going to put like
There we go.
pegs in?
No, that's okay. You got it the wrong way around. So there we go. So that's the lid on. There we go. Now the good thing with this one is it is from wormcity.co.uk, and the case is made from recycled plastic, which is all good. So there we go. We're going to put the lid on
I put
like
on.
that. So nice and snug. And there we go. Let's see how we get on.